Good morning, it's Wednesday the 24th of June. When as a family we lived up in Scotland, we had some fabulous holidays up there. Some of them exploring the different islands around the coast of Scotland. One summer we had an island hopping adventure when we explored the Outer Hebrides. You could get a ticket on the ferry that allowed you to get on and off the ferry a number of different times. We started from Ullapool and went to Stornoway on Lewis, then down through Harris, then north and south Uist, and then back to Skye and back to the mainland. It was a fabulous holiday. The boys would have been about 6 and 9, and we stayed in various hostels and bunkhouses. The beaches up there were fabulous, miles of golden sand and very few people. I remember particularly one afternoon on a beach which had rock pools, and we went fishing to see what sea creatures we could find. Then amongst the different things we discovered were a number of hermit crabs of different shapes and sizes. I was fascinated by these little crabs. They have a soft body with no hard shell, and so they have to borrow the discarded shells of other creatures in which to make their home. And when they outgrow it, they find another shell that's bigger and move in. The move, however, from one shell to another is a tricky time, as they're vulnerable to being caught and eaten by other hungry sea creatures. I listened yesterday to what Boris Johnson had to say about changes to lockdown, and I felt a bit like I was a hermit crab being asked to move out of my shell. For weeks, I've known where I was, and generally that was 2 meters away from any risk. I've known there were certain things I could and couldn't do, and generally I'd accepted that. Yet now, choices and possibilities are opening up for me, and it feels like an anxious and uncertain time. I still have lots of questions, and so I'm wanting to wedge myself firmly in my lockdown shell and stay there. I imagine that yesterday's announcement will have been met with all sorts of different responses. Some will be delighted that freedom is here at last. Those longing to go out for an evening or plan a holiday will be filled with excitement. Those desperate to get back to church may well be wondering why all is not ready for us to open on the 5th of July. Others will be feeling afraid and uncertain. I want to say that however we're feeling, it's okay. And let's respect each other and not use our different reactions as a way to create division. There's no right or wrong way to feel in all of this. It is, however, a time to support each other and move carefully to what God has in store for us. Let's show sensitivity and understanding, and recognise that we need people who are bold, just as we need those who are cautious, and the wisdom that each will bring to the other. I need to say to myself as one of the cautious ones that maybe God is challenging me to leave behind the safety of what I know and be open to new possibilities. And at the same time, all of us can hold on to the God who says, "You're not in this alone, because I am here with you." Let's pray. Loving God, these are uncertain times full of challenge and possibility. Reassure those who feel anxious and afraid. Rejoice with those who feel excited and liberated. And help us to work together for a better future in your hands. Amen.